like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
Man, press 2 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Let me get a mic check real quick. Salute to everybody in the comment section. 1212. Press 2 if y'all can hear me, man. I appreciate everybody who been tapping on in, man. Again, if y'all can hear me, press 2. And also, let me shout out real quick all the people that send donations in the Cash App and PayPal. The link is pinned at the top of the chat room as always. Shout out to Gordon. Shout out to Elizabeth. Salute to Iman. Shout out to Lavelle. Shout out to Thomas, Beverly, Sean, Mo, Brandon, Bradley. Salute to Michael Walsh. Salute to, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to say your last name. My bad. I just want to get through it quick. Shout out to Lawrence. Shout out to Kennard. Also, salute to, let me see. Somebody just said something. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure that was everybody. Yeah, that was everybody. Yeah, I appreciate all y'all who send donations to the Cash App or PayPal, man. Salute to y'all. Always support the channel, man. Look, man. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all this is going to happen, bro? I tell y'all. They ain't want to listen to me, man. So now they saying that more than likely, those freak off tapes with all those other people in it, boy, it's going to be some happy homes broken up. Some happy homes. As according to TMZ and also the Associated Press, the Diddy freak off tapes are likely going to be shown to the jury, which means that everybody that's on them is going to get exposed on those freak offs. As the questionnaire that have been given out to the jury, potential jury members have touched over these issues. And, man, I'm just going to tell y'all, man, it's going to get ugly. Now, according to the reports, and I told you guys, man, a lot of people going to get exposed. And this, you might not even be thinking that you committing a crime. You might just be in the videos and get pointed out during the trial. And your wife, your husband, Lord have mercy, your pastor, Lord have mercy, your sister, your cousin, your brother may see you or hear about you being, well, I'm going to say here because they're going to hear, in some of the most disgraceful positions ever. As you know, they're going to identify people on those different tapes. I told y'all this. They're going to have the people come up there. Who was that on the tape right there? Who was that? Who was that? Okay, who was that right there? All right, who was that right there? Man, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all this, man. They got all them tapes, man. They got 20 TBs, man. Oh, man. Oh, my God. It's fit to get ugly, man. It's fit to get disgusting around here, boy. I try to tell people, man, they ain't want to listen to me. No, they ain't want to listen to your boy. They thought I was never capping. Y'all thought it was a game. So according to the reports, it says Diddy trials begins in just a few weeks. The trial will begin, y'all. And it seems like some of his infamous freak-off tapes may actually be shown to the jury If this new questionnaire is proposed questionnaire is any indication, according to TMZ, it said the rap mogul's lawyer submitted this questionnaire late Friday. And according to the Associated Press, it contains questions about potential jurors' willingness to watch sexually explicit videos or videos that depict physical assault. Lord have mercy, man. Let me say y'all this right now. It's over with. Now, let's read this again. It contains questions, according to the Associated Press, it contains questions about potential jurors' willingness to watch sexually explicit videos or videos that depict physical assault. Remember, I told y'all from the very beginning that they said in court they had more videos of violence? Remember I told y'all that? And everybody said, oh, it's capping, man. It's the casting tape, man. I said, bro, listen, hold on. See, I'm going to show you something better. I can do it better. Because I told you guys, when it comes to breaking this stuff down, your boy Ticket is the Bret the Hitman Heart of this ish. I'm the best there is, the best there ever was, and the best there ever will be. Right? Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I think Diddy's lawyers are going to try to do. Make it seem like it's a domestic thing. Make it seem like these were all girlfriends and boyfriends. And this was a domestic thing. And that at most, this is domestic situations. Nope. Mm-mm. How many girlfriends and boyfriends can you have? How many can you run off to the people? Now, let me put this on the screen because I know people gonna say, "Oh, Ticket, man, you capping, man. I know you capping, man. I know you." Look, I told you again, I was never capping. Didn't I tell y'all this? But y'all had all these dudes capping, going against me when I'm the man. Going against me when I tried to tell these dudes what it was. You ain't had to get mad at me. I just told you what it is. T.I. is. Straight like that. You see on your screen right there? I put on the screen for you right there to shine somebody. You know you got to shine somebody, Ticket. Yeah, I had to shine somebody. You got to shine somebody, dog. Yeah, I know that I had to shine somebody. Read that on your screen right there. I told all of you guys the rap mogul's lawyer submitted questionnaire late Friday, and according to the Associated Press, it contains questions about potential jurors' willingness to watch sexually explicit videos or videos that depict physical assault. Why would they ask that question unless there was videos? Videos, not a video. Videos. Read it right there. That depict physical assault. Well, this is my question. How many videos do the feds have of assaults? Is it just the Cassie video? They got 20 TBs. 20 TBs of video footage. How many assault videos do they have on tape? Read it right there. This is Diddy's lawyers now, right? Asking the potential jurors about their willingness to watch sexually explicit videos or videos that depict physical assault. Remember all those people that said Diddy was out here beating up on these chicks and stuff like that? Man, I told y'all they said they got some of this stuff on tape. Y'all thought I was capping. What I think Diddy's lawyers are going to do is they're going to, in my opinion, they're going to try to make this a domestic situation where, oh, they were just girlfriends and they had relationships and they was just relationships that went wrong. So if anything, this is a domestic situation. Same way they try to do with that Cassie tape. Oh man, that's out of his jurisdiction. That nope, they put it under the RICO Act. Didn't I tell y'all this? Didn't I tell you they charge all those assaults? That assault we seen with Cassie on that videotape, they charge that in the actual RICO. And the only reason why they specifically named that in the RICO is because that video was made public to the world by CNN. Not the other videos that they potentially have that they mentioned in that first bail hearing that I told y'all about that y'all didn't want to listen to me. If I'm not mistaken, if I can remember right, I think they said they had a video of somebody getting their head slammed into a car door. But see, y'all don't want to listen to me. Y'all think I'm just in here just talking. And I already told all these people. But everybody lying though. Everybody lying. Everybody lying. So to me, I think that Diddy's lawyers, their strategy is going to make it seem like, first of all, go after all these people's character, make them all seem like they have a grinding axe against Diddy, and then make it seem like they were all boyfriend and girlfriends, and this was just domestic situations. That's what I think they're going to try to do. That's to me, that's the only defense they're going to try to have, and it's not going to work. Because if you're a juror, you're gonna say, how many girlfriends can you have, dog? You can't say all these was my girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? But we only regularly seen you with one or two of these people in public. What about all the other videotapes they have? Man, who else is on those tapes, bro? Bro, y'all smash the like button as y'all come in here, man. This ain't finna get real spooky. But read what that line says right there. That line stood out to me. It said the rap mogul's lawyer submitted a questionnaire late Friday. And according to the Associated Press, it contains questions about potential jurors' willingness to watch sexually explicit videos or videos that depict physical assault. Make it make sense. Videos with the S, not O, not the one Cassie tape. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. How many beatings are they gonna watch on videotape? Mm-hmm. Are they gonna say, hey man, Diddy was a person, he was, didn't have his right mind. He was doing something bad. He was using something bad or doing something, and he was just out of his mind. But this was relationships. This was domestic violence. This was really out of the uh time of jurisdiction and shouldn't be charged under the RICO Act. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Try to tell y'all. Trial starting in a couple weeks. Let's keep going. It said Diddy's team also wants to know about the jurors' views. Here we go right here, y'all. Here we go right here. It says Diddy's team, Diddy's legal team. Yo, they want to control the jury. It says Diddy's legal team reportedly wants to know about the jurors' views on people with multiple sex partners. Lord Jesus and Mary. This thing about to get freaky. Oh! And they said Diddy's team also reportedly wants to know about jurors' views on people with multiple sex partners. It's about to get ugly in that courtroom, boy. Boy, they about to play some freaky deaky ish in court. Man, how many people did he have in there on those tapes? Man, bro, that's crazy. It says that the questionnaire reportedly contains more than 70 questions with some subparts, and the AP, the Associated Press, says prosecutors shared their own letter with the judge in case, calling the whole questionnaire too long and worrying it may be too confusing. As you know, Diddy's facing 5 charges: 2 counts of sex trafficking, 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution, and 1 count of racketeering. He was charged with 3 in the initial indictment in September and recently charged with 2 more early this month. He's pled not guilty to all of them. The prosecution has alleged Diddy engaged in numerous freak-offs over the years. Group sex between Diddy, a woman, and a male prostitute that was usually filmed. Man, listen, man. The Associated Press says, this, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. The Associated Press says, right? The lawyers for Diddy want jurors at trial questioned about sex, drugs, and violence. It says that lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs are urging a judge to let prospective jurors at Diddy's upcoming sex trafficking trial be questioned about their views regarding sex, drugs, and violence. The lawyers raised the subject as they submitted a proposed questionnaire to be filled out by individuals summoned for his May 5th trial in Manhattan federal court. In a letter to a judge late Friday, the lawyer said they want to know the willingness of would-be jurors to watch the videos that are sexually explicit or show physical assault. They also say they want to know their views towards people with multiple sex partners. Prosecutors, this thing finna get real nasty. Prosecutors in a letter of their own criticized the defense's proposed questionnaire is too long and touching on subjects that would be better asked in person by the judge, if at all. They said some of the defense's proposed 72 questions contained subparts that were utterly irrelevant to the ability to serve on a jury. Prosecutors also cited the sex trafficking trial of Ghislaine Maxwell as well as an example of how lengthy a questionnaire can be damaging. It says after Maxwell was convicted of sex trafficking in December of 2021, a juror admitted that he had failed to disclose that he was a sexual abuse victim, blaming his oversight in part on being distracted as he filled out the questionnaire and having skimmed way too fast, causing him to misunderstand questions. Judge R. Submaranian has told lawyers that questionnaires will be distributed to hundreds of prospective jurors at the end of this month so that questioning of the prospective jurors can begin on May the 5th with the opening statements in this trial on May the 12th. Diddy has pled not guilty to the allegations that he subjected individuals to sexual abuse over a 2-year period. Lord Jesus have mercy, man. It goes on, man. It said the indictment, right, says that he used force, threats, and coercion to cause victims, including 3 women specified in the court papers, to engage in commercial sex acts. It said he subjected his victims to violence, threats of financial and reputational harm, and verbal abuse. Prosecutors have said that a key piece of the evidence at trial will be a video showing Diddy punching his former protege and girlfriend, R&B singer Cassie, and throwing her on the floor in a hotel hallway. Defense lawyers have argued that the prosecutors built their case on charges that tried to demonize sex acts between consenting adults. They told the judge they were unable to reach a consensus with the prosecutors for what prospective jurors should be asked on the questionnaires. The defense believes it is important that we allow potential jurors to write candidly about the unprecedented and negative media attention that they may have been exposed to related to Mr. Combs, the lawyers wrote. The defense lawyers also asked that jurors be asked to tell if they watch shows on television titled The Fall of Diddy, Diddy Do It, The Downfall of Diddy, and Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. Bro, this shit is good. Hey, listen, I'll tell y'all right now, man. Bro, man, they finna expose these people, man. Bro, these people getting exposed. Bro, if you was in them tapes, man, if you was in these tapes, man, they got 20 TBs, y'all. If you was in these tapes, man, and in the transcripts, you know they got to write your names in the transcripts. So if you get pointed out in the video, they say, oh, no, that's him in the video. Oh, who is that? Identify that person. Your name is going to be put in the transcripts as being on those tapes if they have people identifying who's on those tapes. Bro, you're going to get exposed. I hope you're not married. I hope you know what I'm saying, bro? It's finna get ugly, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. I've been told y'all this. I told y'all they was going to play them tapes in court. And there was probably going to be witnesses pointing out people in those tapes, like a lineup. You know how they point out people in a lineup. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on one second, you guys. Let me see. Shout out to Sherelle and the Cash App coming through with a $45 donation. Salute to you, my sister. Much love to you. I appreciate that. Everybody that's in the building. Salute to you. Also, you guys, I try to tell you guys, man, this thing is crazy, bro. Crazy, man. Crazy, bro. Crazy. And I have the actual, some of the questions, right? I think I have some of the alleged questions right here. right? The jury questionnaire. Hold on, y'all. Listen, hey, I got people in high places, man. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, man. You ain't getting no better than this. I'm finna put this on the screen, man. Oh man, bro, this is unbelievable, man. This is unbelievable, man. Now I'm gonna put one of these pages on the screen for y'all, I think. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys. Um, man, this thing is 27 pages. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Nah, it ain't that long though, because it's a questionnaire. I'm gonna read some of these questions to y'all. Hold on, I gotta do this, man. I have to do this. So let's get to this, right, y'all? Oh man, bro, bro, they finna play this shit in court, man. Bro, listen, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me tell y'all something. Bro, listen, they already been had those tapes. They went, listen, they got the tapes already. You ain't erasing nobody that was on them tapes that they got. You ain't erasing nobody that was on those tapes, y'all. If you was on those tapes, they already confiscated those tapes. So good luck. Good luck. And it was two drafts. One was 11 pages and one was 27 pages, right? And I'm finna show this to y'all right now. I'm finna show y'all the front pages right now. I'm finna put that in here for y'all. Y'all smash the like button if y'all come on in here tonight. You know, I really appreciate y'all's presence for showing love. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. And if you love the content that I put out on this channel. Like if you appreciate that I stay cooking these people three the hard way, hey, go ahead and hit that Cash App link, put it at the top of the PayPal link. Show me love. You understand what I'm saying? Because then I tell y'all this from the very beginning, and they didn't want to listen to me. I told y'all this from the very beginning. This was gonna happen, and now they're talking about they're asking about potential videos of physical assault. But I thought the Cassie video was the only one. But if you read that TMZ article, man, I try to tell people, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, let me go ahead and get to the questionnaires because, this is legally filed paperwork right here. And I'm going to put this on the screen for you guys because y'all deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all deserve it, man. There it goes right there, y'all. I'll take you there. Now, let's get to the nitty gritty right here. As y'all see that on your screen right there, ladies and gentlemen, you know how we do. You understand what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all in the building. So, page one on the page that has 1 through 11 pages. It says United States versus Diddy, right? Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Diddy, PD, love, right? It says preliminary instructions. It says, please read the following instructions carefully before completing any portion of this questionnaire. Please print your juror number in the space provided at the top of each page. Do not write your name on the questionnaire. Please answer each and every questionnaire fully. Some questions have more than one part. You are sworn to give true and complete answers to all questions in this questionnaire. This questionnaire is designed to help simplify and shorten the jury selection process. The proposed the purpose of the questionnaire is to determine whether prospective jurors can decide this case impartially based upon the evidence presented at the trial and legal instructions given by the presiding judge. The questions are not intended to inquire unnecessarily into personal matters. Although some of the questions may appear to be of personal nature, please understand that the court and parties must learn enough information about each juror's background and experiences to select a fair and impartial jury. So really, it looks like they don't want people who dealt with, like who've had victims of sexual assault, stuff like that, sexual abuse. They don't, or sex trafficking. They don't want those type of people on the jury. It seems like that. It says that please answer all questions to the best of your ability. If you do not know the answer to a question, then write I don't know, or there are no right or wrong answers, only truthful answers. If you have strong feelings about this case in general, please do not hesitate to share them. Although you may be perfectly good juror in another case, this may not be the right case for you to sit as an impartial juror. Both parties have the right to get honest answers and to hear your true opinions. Remember, you are sworn to give true and complete answers to all questions. Do not discuss your questions and answers or the case with anyone now or until further instructed by the court. You should not discuss the questions or answers with fellow jurors. It is very important that your answers be uh, your own individual answers. More broadly, do not discuss the case with anyone, including lawyers, except in the presence of the court. Your fellow jurors, your family, your friends, or anyone else. Do not communicate about the case in any way, including telephone, email, social media app, websites such as Facebook, and communication apps such as X. You must also avoid reading or hearing about the case or anyone participating in the case in newspapers, magazines, on the radio or television, on social media, or on the internet. Do not do your own research on the case. Do not conduct any research into the case or anyone participating in the case at any time before your entire jury service has been completed. That includes performing the internet or social media searches, asking other people about the case, reading news stories, books, or reports about the case, or watching films, television, or streaming programs that relate to the case. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. It says, do not read, watch, or listen to any information about this case. Your name will not be disclosed or connected to this questionnaire beyond the judge and the parties in the case. However, if you believe that any of your answers contain private information that could embarrass you or otherwise seriously compromise your privacy and wish to request that the court keep them confidential and not distribute them beyond the judge and the parties, please indicate the particular question number at the end of the questionnaire, right? Summary of the case. The court is selecting a jury for a trial commencing on Monday, May the 12th, 2025. Although it is never possible to predict the length of a trial, currently this trial is expected to last for 2 months. This is a criminal case. The defendant, Sean Combs, aka Puff Daddy, aka P. Diddy, aka Diddy, aka PD, aka Love, has been charged in an indictment with various criminal offenses. The indictment is not evidence. It is simply contained charges referred to as counts that the government intends to prove to the jury at trial beyond a reasonable doubt. The charges in the indictment stem from allegations from at least 2004 to 2024. The defendant, with the assistance from employees and associates of businesses he controlled and ran, including a recording studio, liquor brand, clothing brand, media company, and other lifestyle companies, allegedly committed multiple crimes intended to protect the defendant's status and reputation and to satisfy the defendant's personal desires. These alleged crimes included kidnapping, arson, bribery of a witness, obstruction of justice, drug distribution, forced labor, sex trafficking of multiple adult female victims who the defendant allegedly coerced into engage in sex acts with him and other male escorts, and the transportation of those victims and male commercial sex workers for the purposes of engaging in commercial sex acts. The indictment charges the defendant in 5 counts. Count one of the indictment charges the defendant with participating in a racketeering conspiracy during which he agreed with other employees and associates of his businesses to commit kidnapping, arson, bribery of a witness, obstruction of justice, distribution, forced labor, sex trafficking, and transportation for the purposes of engaging in prostitution. Count two charges the defendant with sex trafficking an adult female victim through force, fraud, and coercion. Count three charges the defendant with transporting a female victim and a male commercial sex workers to engage in prostitution. Count four charges the defendant with sex trafficking a second adult female through force, fraud, and coercion. Count five charges the defendant with transporting a second female victim and male commercial sex workers to engage in prostitution. Let's keep going, you guys. It goes on to say, the juror ID. It says, Mr. Combs has pled not guilty to all charges. Mr. Combs is presumed innocent, and before he can be found guilty on any charge, the jury must find that the government has proven each element that the crime beyond of that crime beyond a reasonable doubt. Schedule. The potential jurors will be called back for further questioning and jury selection from Monday, May 5th, 2025 through Friday, May 9th, 2025. Your availability during that week will be required. The trial will commence Monday, May the 12th, 2025. The trial is expected to last for about 8 weeks. Generally, the trial will be held 5 days per week, Monday through Friday. During the first week of the trial, from Monday, May 12th through Friday, May 16th, the trial will be held from 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. After the first week, the trial will be held from 9:30 a.m. until 3 p.m. Trial will not be held on Friday, May the 23rd, 2025, the Friday before Memorial Day, Monday, May 26th, 2025, Memorial Day, Thursday, June 19th, Juneteenth, or Friday, July the 4th, Independence Day. If you are selected as a juror, you will be required to be present for taking of testimony and evidence as long as the trial lasts. There are no plans to sequester the jury, which means you will go home every day after court. All jury service involves some degree of hardship. Our court and justice system depends on the citizens doing their civic duty to serve as jurors, which involves temporarily putting aside their regular business for jury service. The court views service on a jury to be one of the highest duties a citizen owes the United States. Mere inconvenience or the usual financial hardships of jury service will not be sufficient to excuse a prospective juror. You must show extraordinary personal or financial hardship to be excused from service. Let me tell y'all something. They should sequester the jury. And I'm gonna tell y'all why they should sequester the jury, because it's gonna be too much media coverage on this thing when this trial starts. This thing is gonna be bigger than the OJ trial. Why would you not want the jury sequestered? I'm sorry, the jury should be sequestered the entire time. This case is that important. You want a fair case on both sides. So they should, to me, the jury should be sequestered, period. There shouldn't even be a question about that, because there's too much media. If you turn on TV on any channel, damn it, they're going to be talking about this on sports channels. So how are you going to be able to keep up with all the jury, make sure all of them is staying intact, all of them doing supposed to do? They need to sequester the entire jury and keep everything under wraps until the case is over with, in my opinion. And I'm telling you, this case is going to go on for a long time. I've been told y'all this. But y'all don't want to listen to me. These bulls gonna get cooked the hard way. Now let's go to the questions. Adult ability to serve. Number one. Now listen to this, y'all. These are the questions they ask the jurors. Do any circumstances exist such that serving on the jury in this case would entail serious hardship or extreme inconvenience? Yes or no? If yes, please briefly describe the undue hardship or extreme inconvenience. Please note, in the event you are excused from on this jury, you will likely not be excused from jury service in general. You will instead be required to report to the court's jury clerk for placement on another panel for another case. Do you have any personal commitments that would make it difficult for you to get to court by 9:30 a.m. every day of the trial, or remain at the courthouse until 5 p.m.? Yes or no? If yes, please explain why you would be unable to get to the court by 9:30 a.m. or remain until 5 p.m. I don't like this right here, y'all. I'll just tell y'all that right there. Number three, do you have difficulty reading, speaking, or understanding English? Number four, do you have any medical, physical, or mental condition or illness that makes you unable to serve on jury, including difficulty hearing, seeing, reading, or concentrating? Yes or no? If yes, please briefly describe the condition or illness if you believe you could serve as a juror. If such condition were accommodated in some way, please state the accommodation. Number five, are you taking any medication that will prevent you from giving full attention to all the evidence at this trial? Yes or no? Number six, do you have any prepaid travel plans between May the 12th and July the 3rd, 2025? Number seven, do you have any religious, philosophical, or other beliefs that would make you unable to render a verdict in a criminal case? Number eight, the charges in this case involve alleged allegations of kidnapping, arson, bribery of a witness, obstruction of justice, drug distribution, forced labor, sex trafficking, and transportations for purposes of engaging in prostitution. Is there anything about the nature of these allegations that will make it difficult for you to be fair and impartial? Number nine, under the law, the facts are for the jury to determine, and the law is for the judge to determine. You are required to accept the law as the judge explains it to you, even if you don't like the law or disagree with it. You must determine the facts according to those instructions. Do you accept this principle, and will you be able to follow the judge's instructions if selected to serve on this jury? Number 10, the law provides that a defendant in a criminal case is presumed innocent at all stages of trial and is not required to put on any defense at all. The government is required to prove the defendant guilty beyond a reasonable doubt on each charge. Do you accept these principles, and will you be able to apply them if selected to serve on this jury? Yes or no? The law provides that a defendant in a criminal case has an absolute right not to testify. and that a jury cannot hold it against the defendant if he chooses not to testify. Do you accept this principle, and will you be able to if apply it if selected to serve on this jury? Number 12, a jury a juror is required by law to make his or her decision based solely on the evidence or lack of evidence presented in court, and not on a basis of conjuncture, suspicion, bias, sympathy, or prejudice. Do you accept this principle, and will you be able to apply it if selected to serve in this jury? Yes or no? Under the law, the question of punishment is for The question of punishment is for the court alone to decide, and thus the issue of punishment must not enter your deliberations as to whether the defendant is guilty or not as charged. Do you accept this principle, and will you be able to apply it if selected to serve on this jury? This case is likely receiving ongoing media attention. As is instructed above, from now until your jury service is complete, you are instructed to avoid all media coverage and not go on the internet or social media with regard to this case for any purpose. That is, you're forbidden from consuming any news, media, or social media about this case, and from discussing this case or participating in the case outside of the courtroom. You must not discuss this case with anyone. This includes your family, friends, spouse, domestic partner, colleagues, and coworkers. These instructions apply from now until you are either dismissed from jury selection or chosen as a juror and trial is complete. When we return for the next step of jury selection, the judge will ask you if you have followed this instruction. Do you have any reservation or concern about your ability or witness to follow this instructions? Have you ever, question 15, have you ever served as a juror in a trial in any court? And shout out to Candace Jackson coming through with a $500 donation in the Cash App. Salute to you, my sister. Much love to you. I really appreciate you. Much love to you. I really appreciate you for that. Much love to you, sister. I appreciate that. Candace, much love to you. If you want a wrench, all you gotta do is send me your your avatar. So just send me your avatar, Lane. I'll give you a wrench right now. And also shout out to Abria for the donation in the Cash App as well. Salute to you. Candace, salute to you, sis. Much love to you. All you gotta do is send me your avatar. Just send me your avatar in the message, and and I'll I'll give you a wrench right now. I appreciate it. A moderator wrench. Uh so number 15. Much love to you, sis. It says, have you ever served as a juror in any trial in court? It says, if yes, without saying what the verdict was, did the jury reach a verdict? Question mark. Have you ever served as a member of a grand jury in any court? Is there anything about your past jury service that will prevent you from acting as a fair and impartial juror in this case? Question mark. Relationship with participants. Do you or does any member of your family or close friend personally know or have past or present dealings with any of the following individuals? The defendant in this case, Sean Combs, or his family members. The acting U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Matthew Podolsky, or anyone who works or used to work for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York. Yes or no? C. Any of the Assistant United States Attorneys who are representing this case. Maureen Kami. Maureen Kami. Somebody said, "What's a wrench?" A wrench is just a moderator. That means that you get special status on the channel. It's a moderator status. Like the people who have the blue wrenches in the chat room. That means that you can't be blocked, and that means that you have moderator status in the chat room to be able to block people. If you want that automatic status, it's a $100 donation to the Cash App or PayPal link pinned at the top, and all you gotta do is send me the name of your avatar. If you send $100 or more donation, and you automatically get a wrench forever. So let's go into this, right? Let me get back to the questions. It says any of the assistant United States attorneys who are prosecuting this case: Maureen Kami, Meredith Foster, Emily Johnson. God, dog, they got all women on this case. Boy, Diddy is in trouble. They got all the assisted Assistant United States attorneys, these are all women. This nigga in trouble. Maureen Comey, Meredith Foster, Emily Johnson, Christy Slavic, Madison Schmeischer, Mitzi Steiner. D. It says any of the defense attorneys or law firms who are representing the defendant. Mark Anglifo, Tenny Garagos, Anna Esteval, Alexander Shapiro, Jason Driscoll. Those are the attorneys representing Diddy. It says that the United States District Court judge who is presiding over the case, armed submarinian, or anyone who works on his staff. If you answered yes to any of the above sub questions, please explain whom you know and how you know the individual and whether your relationship with that person might make it difficult for you to be fair and impartial juror in this case. 19. Before today, had you read, seen, or heard? Shout out to Victoria coming through with a $100 donation in the Cash App. Salute to you, my sister. And she said, "You the hardest working man on YouTube." Salute, much love to you, sis. You already know how we get it in. All you gotta do is just y'all send me y'all screen name on there. I'm gonna send you a wrench, automatic. I'm gonna send you a wrench. Salute to you. It says, before today, have you read, seen, or heard anything about Mr. Combs or the criminal charges brought against Mr. Combs? Yes or no? Number 20, have you personally formed any opinion about Mr. Combs' guilt or innocence of the crimes charged as a result of anything you've heard, read, or seen? Number 21, based on anything you've read, seen, or heard about Mr. Combs, including anything about the criminal charges against Mr. Combs, have you formed any opinions about Mr. Combs that might make it difficult for you to be fair or an impartial juror in this case? Number 22, have you communicated to others or posted your opinion on social media or online about Mr. Combs? Number 23, based on anything you have read, seen, or heard about Mr. Combs, including anything about criminal charges brought against Mr. Combs, would you be able to follow the court's instruction to put that information out of your mind and decide this case based on only the evidence presented at trial? Then now let's go to the other writing. Let's go to the other writing, y'all. This thing is surgical, y'all. Let's go to the other writing, right? Now, the other one I told y'all about, they hitting these people with 27 big ones. 27 pages. 27 pages, y'all, on this second one, right? So let's get to the second one, you guys. And let's talk about these 27 pages they got in this second one. Because this second one right here, these are all questions too. And I'm going to tell you something, man. I've been told y'all get to hear. So you guys are hearing through me, because I'm bringing this to y'all, the questions that the jury has. I'm giving it to everybody like this tonight. I'm giving y'all all those questions that the jury got tonight. I'm giving it to you. So you got questions, we got answers over here. And it's straight like that. There ain't no cap in this rap over here, baby. You better believe. If I owe you, I'm at your spot making it even. I break it in three. Believe that. You understand? So let's get to this part right here, you guys. And that is, right, these other questions. Because this one right here is more crazy, more wild, more out there. All right? So now these questions right here, let's get to it. What a numb piece, straight up. All right? Let's see what it says right here. Okay, so now let me start right here at the questions, right? Oh no, let me start. Well, it's already set the schedule. I've already told y'all the schedule, right? I told y'all the schedule. I told y'all all this. Um, it says that, okay, hardship clause. It says, would serving on this jury cause you undue hardship or extreme inconvenience? What arrangements, if any, can you make to alleviate your hardship? Boy, this is crazy, y'all. Boy, this is crazy. It says, are you employed? Are you retired? If employed, will you be paid while you serve jury duty? Would service cause you severe economic hardship or cause severe economic hardship to your employer? Number 4, do you have any medical condition that would make it difficult for you to serve as a juror on this case? Are you taking any prescription medicine that may interfere with your ability? right? Do you have any physical, medical, psychological, or emotional problems, issues, or conditions that would affect your ability to serve as a juror, including difficulty hearing, seeing, reading, concentrating? Right? It says, is there anything else going on in your life that will prevent you from giving this case your full attention the duration of the trial? Right? And it's telling you all of these things, bro. But the fact that these people are not, and let me say this again to y'all, the fact that these people are not being sequestered, I have a problem with that, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I have a real problem with that, man. I have a serious problem with that. You know what I'm saying? They asked if you served in the military in this, if you're married, living with a partner, your highest level of education, the name of your employer, how long you've worked there, job responsibilities, specialized training, and did they receive what specialized training did you receive for the position? Do you have children? Have you a family member or anyone else close to you received training, experience, or specialized knowledge in the following: business, sexual assault training, sexual harassment training, domestic violence training, psychology, psychiatry, security services, addiction treatment or counseling, finance, law. Man, this is crazy, bro. This case is going to be unbelievable, man. It says, please list groups and organizations which you belong: church groups, professional organizations, volunteer activities, victims' right groups. Please list any groups and organizations which your spouse or partner belongs. What are your hobbies or interests outside of work and family? Please provide the names of any newspaper, magazines, online news services, website, and other publications you read publicly. Boy, they going in. When in a group trying to make a decision, do you usually strongly express your views to get the outcome you believe is best? Participate in the discussion and try to help build a consensus? Listen and follow what you think the majority favors or other. Please describe. Do you have any physical or other disability, medical condition, hardship, or problem, or is anything that would make it difficult or impossible for you to serve as a member of this jury, or you would need an accommodation by the court? Are you now taking or do you anticipate on taking medication that may in any way affect your attention and ability to concentrate, understand, consider, and weigh the evidence in this case? Based on the nature of the charges, have you formed any opinions about this case or the individual accused? Now that you have heard the nature of these charges, would this cause you to believe that you could not serve fairly and impartially as a juror in this case? Do the allegations of sex trafficking, RICO conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution cause you to believe that you could not serve fairly and impartially as a juror? Right? Right? Now let's keep going, right? Um, it goes on to say, as a part of the RICO conspiracy count, the government alleges that Mr. Combs committed the following crimes: kidnapping, arson, bribery of a witness, obstruction of justice, distribution, forced labor. Is there anything about these allegations that cause you to believe you cannot serve fairly and impartially as a juror in this case? There may be evidence of graphic videos, photographs, including videos of physical violence. Didn't I tell y'all this? There it goes right there. I told y'all this. They put it here in the goddamn questionnaire. And shout out to Pasha Black for the donation in the Cash App. Salute to you. Pasha Black. I hope I pronounced your name right. Pascha. Salute to you, my sis. Love you. You already know what it is. Can y'all believe this, bro? I told y'all this, man. They didn't want to listen to me. Let me put this on the screen. I told them this was coming, bro. I told them this was coming. I told them it was coming, bro. They didn't want to listen to me. Let me put this on the screen. I told them. And I knew this shit. See, this is why y'all don't listen to Bookman and you listen to Ticket. I told y'all this. You better bet all your money on Ticket, nigga. Believe that. I told y'all. Let me put this up here. They're gonna have video evidence in court. I'm telling y'all, multiple videos. It's right here in their questionnaire to the jurors. They want to ask the jurors. Look at this, y'all. Let me put this on the screen. Hold on. It's on the screen. Told these people, man. That's what happened when cats don't want to listen to me, man. Look at it right there on the screen. That's the questionnaire right there. Didn't I tell y'all this? Didn't I tell y'all? It said there may be evidence of graphic videos and photographs, including videos of physical violence. Told y'all. There you go right there. There you go. That's John Doe. I think what Diddy's lawyers are going to do is, I'm telling y'all this and I'm saying it again. I am of the full belief that Diddy's legal team is going to try to make this completely a consensual situation. I told them, man. Everybody, oh, it's just the Cassie tape, man. Didn't I tell y'all after the first bail hearing, the judge, when they said the judge said he seen the videos and stuff like that, I told y'all, they ain't want to listen to me though. Nope. I kept it 100 the whole time. This is Diddy's lawyers asking this to the jurors. Didn't I tell y'all this? Look at your screen. I got the questionnaire right here in front of me. See? There may be evidence of graphic videos and photographs, including videos of physical violence in connection with this case. Would such evidence interfere with your ability to sit fairly and impartially in hearing the evidence or lack of evidence? A. There may be evidence of sexually explicit videos. It's over with. I been told y'all this, man. That nigga don't, man. Hey, man, niggas ain't on my level, my nigga. They ain't on my level. Photographs and language in connection. It says there may be evidence of sexually explicit videos, photographs, and language in connection with this case. Would such evidence interfere with your ability to sit fairly, impartially in hearing the evidence or lack of evidence? Oh, they finna show everything. Well, I told y'all. Would you be able to listen and discuss matters of sexual nature with fellow jurors? Based on the nature of the charges, have you formed an opinion as to the innocence or guilt of the accused in this case before hearing the evidence? Do you have any opinion about addiction to drugs? Remember I told y'all, they got the people up there to show this. Everybody kept talking about some. You had people on YouTube talking about some, oh yeah, they're doing this for the, to do this for the test for the people who were infected. Man, it had nothing to do with that. I told y'all what it was about. I told y'all they had them doctors in there to test all of those D's that they found when they went in there and they tested the things in that dude's home that people had in their systems. That's why they went and got those tests. I told y'all that. That's why they went and got those doctors to test all those things. And then they put the names of all that stuff in the indictment. All those different drugs. Remember the ketamine and all that stuff? But again, they ain't want to listen to me. I was never capping, nigga. I was right on the whole time. I was 1000% on. It's right here in the paperwork. They're asking these questions to the jurors. I told y'all, excuse me, to the person who says they only show the jury tapes with Cassie, that's a lie. I'm gonna tell you why that's a lie, sir. It has 20 TBs of evidence, sir. So here's what I'm saying to you, El Stupido. Let me say this to you, because you sound like a damn fool. Let me go ahead and cook you three the hard way right now. I'm gonna put you on the Summer Jam screen and cook you real quick. You're a liar saying that they're only gonna show the tapes with Cassie. Here's why. There's three other victims, Janet Jackass, that are females. Or two other are females and another one's a man, dummy. And then not only that, sir, it's not gonna just depict the stuff with Cassie. It's gonna depict whoever else is in those videos. So listen to what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it's just Cassie. Whoever else is in those videos is gonna get exposed. So if he had orgy freak-offs with other people in those videos, if there were beatings with other people in those videos, whoever's in those videos is gonna get exposed. Man, you don't sound right. They got 20 TBs of evidence pertinent to the trial. They're showing it in the case. You think they got all that evidence? They gonna get to court and not show it? No, they gonna let it freedom ring and that thing. See, that's the part you don't know. You ain't on my level, dog. Get off my channel, bruh. You ain't on my level, bruh. I've been told y'all this. These dudes is bums walking around here. Oh, they're only gonna show the Cassie tape. Then what they got the 20 TVs for? Sit down and shut up, boy. Did you just read what it says that videos with an S in it? Yeah. Yeah. Did you not read the other indictment, Janet Jackass? What the last indictment where Diddy's lawyers were crying because the prosecution are gonna bring in other people who ain't even being charged in the case, Janet Jackass, with evidence and everything else to who given proffer agreements, and all they're gonna do is come in and give their stories and corroborate the things that the people who are actually in the indictment against Diddy are accusing him of. Use your brains, boy. The hell is wrong with these people? Pen, what's up, boy? Salute. What's wrong with these people, man? Y'all ain't got no brains, bruh. So let me explain what I'm saying in layman's terms. When they go to court in the last indictment, they did this with Harvey Weinstein. They're going to bring in people who are not even being charged in this case, who have been victims of Diddy, that they have evidence of. And what they're going to do is have those people testify in court under proffer agreements that they can never be prosecuted. So these will be people who were in Diddy's organization, people who Diddy may have violated, who may have been involved in different sex trafficking things and all these other stuff. All these other people are going to testify, and they have evidence. So those people who probably in video footage as well, their evidence is going to be displayed in court. So it ain't just going to be no Cassie video. That's why they're asking on the video right there, I put on the screen. It says explicit videos, O's with an S. That means plural. Physical violence. They got 20 TBs, dog. The hell you think they're gonna do with 20 TBs? Just sit up there and shine somebody? No, they're gonna play that shit in court. It's pertinent evidence, pertinent to the trial. They're gonna play it in court. Point blank, period. I've been trying to tell y'all this. Y'all want to listen. Y'all think this shit's a game. You finna find out the truth real soon, sucker. Now, can you dig that, sucker? Let's keep going. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to clap a clown. I had to clap a clown. You understand what I'm saying? Now let me get back to this. It says, um, it says the evidence may show certain people in this case. Listen to this now. This is crazy. It says the evidence may show that certain people in this case used drugs, including illegal drugs. Do you have any strong opinions about people who use illegal drugs? Yes or no? Please explain. This is all the shit that they got already. They're not asking you this shit in the questionnaire if they ain't got this already in the evidence that they have been presented and discovered. This is all the shit they've already been presented that's coming to trial. They just are setting up people up. I'm telling y'all this. Right? You think I'm lying, nigga. You flying. You flying. It goes on to say, have you, a family member or someone close to you, been the victim of sexual harassment? Have you, a family member or someone close to you, been accused or charged with sexual harassment? Have you, a family member or someone close to you, been the victim of sexual assault? Have you, a family member or someone close to you, been accused or charged with sexual assault? Have you, a family member or someone close to you, been a victim of domestic violence? Have you, a family member or someone close to you, been accused or charged with domestic violence? If yes, please provide detail. This case involves Sean Combs, who some people think of as an international celebrity. Would that affect the manner in which you would evaluate evidence in this case? There may be evidence in this case about rich individuals Do you have any opinions regarding rich individuals that would affect your ability to service as a fair and impartial juror in this case? Some people believe rich people can buy their way out of anything. What is your opinion on that topic? Diddy's lawyers asking all these questions. They want to make sure boy, do you have any general opinion about the hip hop rap music industry? There may be evidence in this case about people engaging in relationships with multiple sex partners. Did I tell that nigga everybody gonna be on them tapes? Let me repeat myself again. There may be evidence in this case about people engaging in relationships with multiple sex partners. Would hearing about that type of evidence affect your ability to serve as a fair and impartial juror in this case? Boy, they finna let it all rain. All y'all that was getting bent, allegedly getting bent over, and y'all been hiding, and you on these tapes. Oh yeah, it's time to let freedom ring come trial time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There may be evidence in this case about body modifications. That's crazy. Would hearing about evidence of body modifications affect your ability to serve as a fair and impartial juror in this case? What do you mean body modifications? What do you mean implants? What do you mean body modifications? I don't understand. What do you mean? Body modifications. They got to explain that one better than me. Which of the following is your primary source of local and national news? Television, radio, newspaper, magazines, online, internet, conversation with family members or friends. Have you ever listened to political commentators on TV, talk radio, or podcasts? Oh, body modifications. Oh, wearing a deal. Oh, they got him wearing a D. Oh, no. They got him wearing the strap. Oh, man, bro. Oh, they ain't gonna show the videos with the straps. No, no, they gonna show the videos with the straps. Oh man, bro, it's about to get real nasty in there, man. Man, it's about to be smelling like goddamn old boy. Oh, telling on the mountain, Lord, boy, it's about to be smelling like a goddamn backyard. Oof, dog, dog. I can smell it right here. Man, dog. Hey, man, it's about to get ugly. Hey, man. Hey, man. It says, what national news stories have been of particular interest to you? Have you followed any criminal cases involving celebrities? Do you have an account of any social media platforms? Do you use any other social media platforms? If yes, please list them and explain how frequently you use them. Do you belong to any groups on social media? Facebook, WhatsApp, X, Twitter, Instagram? If yes, please list the groups. Have you ever posted messages, comments, or opinions on websites, social media, or blog? If yes, please describe the websites or social media platforms that you have used, the types of things you have posted or blogged. Boy, Diddy's lawyers is trying to get everything. This is Diddy's lawyers' questions right here. They trying to get, Diddy's lawyers trying to make sure they got man, bro. They might as well go ahead and get some Chinese people to be on the stand, bro. They're gonna seem like they're gonna have all foreigners on this thing. Real talk. Cause you ain't no way in the world that everybody, I'm talking about across all genres, seen this P. Diddy thing, man. Man. Bro, it says, have you read, listen to, they're gonna get foreigners. They're gonna have to, because there's no way you're gonna tell me that all the United States of American people did not hear nothing about this. Nothing about this trial. At all. Bro, every genre heard about this. At least something. So it's gonna be hard to determine. Bro, it's gonna be hard to determine this, bro. It says, have you read, listened to, commentated, or liked, or posted anything on social media about Sean Combs? Have you uh, heard or read anything in the media about Sean Combs that may affect your ability to be a fair and impartial juror? Have you received information from any other source that may affect your ability to be a fair and impartial juror? Lord Jesus, man. Have you seen or heard or read anything about Mr. Combs? If yes, what? Based on what you have seen, heard, read, or heard, please tell us what feelings or opinions you may have formed about this case or the individual accused. Individual accused. It says, do you have strong feelings about anything that you've heard or read about this case? If so, what are they? As a result of anything that you have heard or read about this case, would you be more likely to find the accused guilty or not guilty because of the media's coverage of the case? Man, bro. Would these opinions make it difficult for you to sit as a fair and impartial juror in this type of case? This case is likely going to receive ongoing media attention. The court wants to make sure that the case is decided solely on the evidence presented in the courtroom and not based on influences outside the courtroom. The court will be advising you daily that you must avoid reading about the case on the internet and newspapers, on social media, or television reports about the case. The court will further advise you not to discuss the case with family or friends during the trial with your fellow jurors until it's time to deliberate. Would these restrictions pose any difficulty for you? Have you formed an opinion as to the innocence or guilt of the defendant in this case before hearing the evidence? Do you or anyone close to you know or have any connection with any other persons below who will be seated at the counsel table for the U.S. government? Please check the name. Do you or anyone else have any connection with any defense counsel? Have you seen, read, or heard anything about these lawyers? The judge will preside over this case, the Honorable Arms Submarinian of the United States District Court for the Southern District Court of New York. Do you know anyone close to you, know any or have any connections with Judge Submarinian or any of his staff? And then they ask you, have you ever served as a juror, right? If you have any priors as a criminal, did your trial reach a verdict? Are you a vendor or contractor for the United States government or work with one? Have you or any member of your family been a victim of a crime of violence, reported or not? Have you or anyone close to you ever been accused, arrested, or charged with a conviction of crime other than a traffic ticket? Have you or any member of your family with whom you resided at the time, or a close friend, ever been employed or received training from any local, state, or federal law enforcement agency? If yes, please list who you know, their relation to you, and the organization. If yes, do you believe it interfere with your ability to be fair and impartial jury? Under the U.S. Constitution, a person accused of a crime does not have to testify in his defense, and his silence may not be used against him. How do you feel about that? If a person does not tell the side of the story, do you feel he is more likely guilty? Would you favor law enforcement officers' testimony over that of a witness? Do you favor alleged victim testimony over that of other witnesses? The United States has the burden of proving its case beyond a reasonable doubt. This burden never shifts to the defendants. They are presumed innocent and cannot be convicted unless the jury unanimously and based solely upon the evidence presented in court decides their guilt has been proved beyond a reasonable doubt. Would you have any difficulty following this rule where the defendant is charged with these offenses? At the conclusion of this case, it is the court's task and duty to charge you on the law and explain to you the elements of the crimes charged. Do you have any personal, religious, philosophical, or other beliefs as to what the law is or what should uh, be that would make it difficult for you to follow instructions in court? Is there anything about the nature of the charges in this case or the people accused that would affect your ability to fairly evaluate the evidence or determine whether or not the prosecution has proven guilt of the defendants beyond reasonable doubt? As a result of the filing out this questionnaire, have you formed an opinion about this case? If during the course of jury deliberation, a fellow juror should suggest to you that you disregard the law or evidence and decide the case on other grounds or considerations, would you, as a juror, be able to reject that suggestion and abide by your oath to this court and decide the case based solely on the evidence and the law as the court has instructed you to, without regard to sympathy, bias, or prejudice? Is there any reason you could not be completely fair to the accused in this case? Is there any reason you cannot be completely fair in evaluating the U.S. government's case? Is there any matter not covered by this questionnaire that you think is important to bring to the attention of the court? Man, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, man. Bro, this shit finna get nasty, man. Bro, they said they got body addition. Bro, this is crazy, bro. They're gonna be showing this stuff in court. They asking these people, do y'all have problems with people who have multiple sex partners? Things like this. You know all the freaky stuff they're gonna be showing. And then, like I said, the videos. I'm telling y'all this, the videos, along with all them other people they're gonna bring in, all them other witnesses, I'm telling y'all, them witnesses' testimonies is going to be the downfall of Sean Diddy Combs. I'm telling y'all this, bro. It's gonna be those testimonies and that evidence that they line up with that, bro. And then all these other people gonna get named. They're gonna be getting hit with strays. People that was in these videos and stuff like that, bro. That get identified. That may not have ever thought that their videos would get out, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you better believe they're gonna be watching parties and all this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? You said maybe it would be to assist some of your audience if you explain TBs. Everybody know what TBs is. 20 TBs is basically a lot of video footage, hours and hours and hours of video footage of evidence pertinent to this case, whether it's beatings, sex, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Freak offs, whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? 20 TBs is a lot of information, a lot of video footage. You know what I'm saying? Hours upon hours upon hours upon hours of video footage. And this is the video evidence that was pertinent to this case, meaning this was evidence in this case. Not the stuff that wasn't evidence. We're talking about things that were evidence. So, again, you know, and I try to tell everybody that's watching this channel, man, salute to everybody that's tapped in. I try to tell everybody watching this channel, bro, what's going to happen. They ain't want to listen to me, man. They put it right there in the questionnaire. If you read the questions in the questionnaire right here, read these questions. If you read those questions in the questionnaire, it tells you right there. It says that their evidence may be graphic videos and photos, including videos of physical violence. Videos, not one video of Cassie. Videos. It's over with. This is Diddy's lawyers writing this. So what's the excuses? Oh, they ain't got nothing. I don't even know what he being mad. They're gonna shift it, but they're gonna shift it now and say, and nah, these were domestic situations. Diddy shouldn't have did this. You know what I'm saying? He shouldn't have put his hands on people, but it was a domestic situation. It wasn't a, you know what I'm saying? And then they're gonna try to turn around and try to say, oh, well, these are outside the statutes of limitation and stuff. Nah, they got them under the RICO. They're gonna link it together as a business organization, a criminal organization. That's how they're gonna charge them with all that stuff. That's how they have charged them under the RICO. That's why I keep trying to tell you, all these people running around here playing stupid. Man, these people ain't got no brain in a head to put it in. They know what's going on. He's being charged with all of these different acts under the RICO Racketeering Act. The arsons, all of those individual crimes, there may be a statute of limitation on those crimes, but it's not when you have it under the RICO. Under a RICO, they can go back as far as they want if it's crimes that they can link up into your criminal organization. That's the part people not understanding. And then they say, oh, well, how is it a criminal organization? Ain't nobody else. Because the other people have given proffer agreements. That means they've given agreements to where they don't get time, but they testify against Diddy. And I'm going to tell you something. I think that boy going to come back up in this case and bite Diddy in his ass. Because I believe he's going to be a key witness. I truly believe that. I'm telling y'all this. I believe he's going to be one of the ones that bury Diddy. I promise y'all this. You think his family going to let him go through that? That boy got a good family like that? Ain't no way in hell. His family going to sit up there and let that boy go to prison like that. That boy what? 20, 25 years old, something like that? Ain't no way in hell. You done lost your damn mind. They not letting him go to prison. He not going to prison. I wouldn't be surprised if his parents were in court. You can see it right there. That was in the government's writing. That's why I try and tell people this. They don't want to listen to this. They don't want to listen to this, man. I'm just being real with y'all. Y'all see it right there on the screen. It says, although the defendant slings, talking about Diddy, the defendant, plenty of mud about the non-statutory victims' accounts, he has yet to produce any contrary evidence and did not attach it to his motion. By contrast, the government has provided detailed proffers. That means proffer agreements of each victim's anticipated testimony and corroborating evidence. So they're not only saying, Diddy's lawyers say, oh, they didn't investigate. How didn't they investigate? They got evidence. You guys are just saying anything at this point. They said, and corroborating evidence. It says, further, the accounts of the non-statutory victims and those of the statutory victims corroborate each other. That's why they're bringing them in. This corroboration together with the detailed proffers of each of the victims' anticipated testimony is sufficient to satisfy Rule 104's low threshold for reliability. I told y'all. They all, to me, all of them snitched. They all flipped. All the people, bro, it's hard for somebody to stand beside you when they telling you gonna do 20, and them people is what, 40, 50? Man, them people ain't trying to do 20 years and no goddamn going in the pen, nigga. Is y'all niggas crazy? 20 years in the pen? Man, hell no. Effing with Diddy, Fed time? They snitching, bro. They snitching. You better believe it. They snitching, bro. And it says it right there. They give proffers. What are proffers? A proffer agreement, also known as a proffer letter or queen of the day, for the day, is a written agreement between a prosecutor and a defendant or witness. So a defendant or witness, so Diddy's a defendant, so there would be Diddy's co-defendant, or a witness who may, been in there, what I'm saying, whatever, allowing the defendant to provide information about a crime without the government using that information against them in later proceedings. That means, you give me testimony, we won't prosecute you. And everybody talking about, where's all his codees? Nigga, they ain't stupid. They ain't going to prison for that dude. I try to tell y'all this. Y'all finna see in court, though, when they get on the stand. When they get on the stand, y'all finna see in court. Shit gonna be ugly, man. It's gonna be ugly when y'all get to court. I'm trying to tell you, man. People are all gonna give up the whole plate and corroborating evidence. Watch. I told y'all they're gonna be naming names of who this is, who that, and then this is the part y'all don't understand. What about all of the stuff the feds got that they're not even using as evidence in this case? That means they've already seen stuff on other people that they can if they've already started secretly investigating other people. Man, the feds got so much stuff, man. Y'all listen, I'm just trying to tell y'all this. Y'all ain't even thinking about that. What about the stuff the feds got and they've seen? Because they went through all that evidence. So what about all the things they've seen about other people that got them now on these other people, investigating these other people secretly? And these other people don't even know about it. They just sitting around here thinking they going to walk through clean, and the feds don't secretly start investigating them based off of what they may have seen on some of this video footage that may have turned them into these people. I'm just saying, bro. People don't think. They don't use their minds. They don't really think too deep. I think all the way. But definitely let me know what y'all feel about this, man. Salute to everybody tapping in, man. This situation, bro, the roof is on fire, man. And make sure, I need y'all to do this right now, man. Everybody that's listening to this video, all I ask y'all is one thing, man. And I'm going to say it right now. All I ask y'all is one thing. Y'all need to do this right now. I'm telling y'all, you do not want to miss what I have right here. Go right now, and I'm gonna put it in the chat room right now, right? I'll put it in the chat room for you guys right now, right? I want y'all to go right now to my other channel and subscribe to it. Let me put this in the chat room right here for you guys. And subscribe to my other channel right here. Hold on. Let me make sure I put this right here. All you gotta do is click on that link. I'm gonna put it in the chat room right now. Subscribe to my other channel. I will be dropping more videos on my other channel tonight. I got like 2 more videos I gotta drop tonight on my other channel. You guys didn't see this. but I dropped a lot of videos on it a day. But there's the link to my other channel is pinned at the top of the chat room, y'all. All y'all gotta do is hit subscribe to my other channel here. All you gotta do is go over there and subscribe to my other channel. We almost at 100,000 subscribers at my other channel. Well, we're actually creeping up on 70, so I ain't gonna say we almost close, but we're almost at 70,000 subscribers on my other channel. So make sure y'all go subscribe to my other channel. You understand what I'm saying? That's the link right there in the chat. Make sure y'all subscribe to that right now. Click the link pinned at the top. Go subscribe to my other channel. Peace. All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.